Hello there, dear friends, and welcome once again to the Relaxed Fantasy Review. Today, we're diving back into the Player's Handbook in 2024, or 2025, I suppose now, and we're going to be talking about Ranger subclasses. The Ranger is one of the hard stories of D&D where no matter how Wizards of the Coast tries to mix and match, it seems that the Ranger is just never getting quite the same amount of love as the rest of the classes. People have been bemoaning Hunter's Mark and other things from the core class, but we're not talking core class today. We're talking subclasses, and specifically, we're talking the Beastmaster. In 2014, the Beastmaster was truly a problem child, one of only two subclasses printed in the original Player's Handbook of 5th edition, and it was a train wreck of a subclass. It was updated in Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, thankfully, and here it is again in the Player's Handbook, ready to grace us with its presence. How has it been printed in this new book? Is it good? Is it bad? We'll get into the details in just a moment. Before we do, though, I'd like to let you know Relaxed Fantasy Review has memberships. For just $1 a month, you can support me here on YouTube and get a couple benefits. First, you get a little badge next to your name in the comments, letting folks know you're a supporter. Also, you get early access to my videos. I upload videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I upload them a day early for members only. And finally, you get access to the VIP room in the community Discord. Relaxed Fantasy Review has a Discord, which is open to everyone to join, but if you're a member, you get special access to the VIP room. If any of that interests you, you can click the join button. It's just down there next to the subscribe button. And if none of it interests you, that's fine too. Just hanging out here in the channel, watching the videos, liking, subscribing, hanging out in the Discord for free. All of these are wonderful ways to support me. So thank you for watching my content here on YouTube. So, Beastmaster Ranger. This is such a thematic class. People love Rangers with pets. And straight away at level 3, when you choose the subclass, you get one feature, your Primal Companion. This allows you to magically summon a primal beast. You can choose one of 3 types, land, sea, or sky. When you summon it, it is friendly to you, it follows your orders. While in combat, it goes on your turn, not immediately after your turn, which is actually really nice. It responds to your commands with a bonus action, and it has a decent little stat block depending on what you summoned. If you don't give it a command with your bonus action, it'll just take the dodge action. If you become incapacitated, then it will fight on with no need for you to, do anything. It will just take any action it likes. If it dies, you can use your magic and a spell slot to restore it to life, although this takes a minute, so you can't do it mid-combat. And if you wait longer than an hour after it's died, it disappears, and you have to wait until your next long rest to summon another one. Let's talk for a moment about the stat blocks. The land beast is the standard beast. Medium size, it's got an AC of 13 plus your wisdom modifier, a 40-foot speed, and climbing speed, and HP equal to 5 times your ranger level. It has a standard strike attack, a melee attack that does a d8 plus 2 plus your wisdom modifier of bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage. And you can even do a charge attack with it, where if it moves 20 feet towards the target before the hit, it takes an extra d6 of damage and knocks it prone if it's large or smaller. So the beast has the topple feature, except there's no saving throw involved. It just has to hit, which is actually pretty awesome. It's not the strongest summon in the world, but it scales decently as far as its AC and its damage. And yeah, it's pretty solid. Beast of the Sea, on the other hand, is very similar to the Beast of the Land. Medium size, same armor class, same hit points, a 5-foot walking speed, but a 60-foot swimming speed, and further dark vision. The older one had 60, this one has 90. It can breathe in air and water, so you can take it out of the water. And its straight does a d6 plus 2 plus your wisdom modifier. and auto grapples the target. Interesting when you're underwater. Finally, the beast of the sky is the outlier. Is a small beast, not a medium one, so yeah. It's got the same AC, slightly lower hit points, 4 times your ranger level. It has a 10-foot walking speed and a 60-foot flying speed, 60 foot of dark vision. It has the flyby trait, so it can fly in and it doesn't provoke opportunity attacks, so it can just fly in and hit and leave. And its strike does a d4 plus 3 plus your wisdom modifier. Interesting that it has that little balancer there, meaning that it does roughly the same damage as the water beast. There is no rider to this, so it doesn't grapple or knock prone, but whatever. Yeah. You can use your bonus action to give the beast any action, so it can do what familiars can do, take the help action, great if you've got a flying beast. Or it can disengage, it can dash, it can dodge, it'll do that automatically if you do nothing. And yeah, I think for most situations you're going to want land or sky, depending on whether you want that fly in, fly out, or whether you want to stand next to your beast and fight alongside it. Since the land and sea beasts are medium sized, that means technically small sized creatures could ride them, so a halfling or gnome Beastmaster Ranger could ride their land beast. And I know you may be wondering, well, what are the beasts? What do they look like? That's actually up to you. This is completely left to your discretion what this thing looks like. It can look like a bear or a wolf or a shark or an octopus or a falcon, or it can look like a giant hamster or a massive pug or a naked mole rat. I mean, it's completely up to you what this thing looks like. I think that's really, really fun. I think overall there's enough in these stat blocks. They're not that strong compared to like summons, but they don't require concentration. They don't take a spell slot. I think this is 9 out of 10. Overall, these are good beasts summon. These are good allies to have on your side. And every time you long rest, you can even switch it up. So if you have to go in the water or you want to switch up tactics, you can go ahead and do that. And overall, I think they're solid. At level 7, you get exceptional training with your primal companion, and this actually enhances their action economy. When you use your bonus action to command the primal companion to take an action, you can also command it to dash, disengage, dodge, or help using its bonus action. In fact, yes, the beast has a bonus action once you get to level 7, and this means it can both attack and dodge. Something I didn't mention at level 3, by the way, is that if you want to command the beast to attack, you don't even have to use your bonus action. You can just sacrifice one of your attacks. So once you get extra attack, you can attack once and have your beast attack once, and it won't cost you your bonus action to do that. But I digress. This now you can use your bonus action, and you might want to, because you can let it attack and dodge, or help, giving you advantage, or dash, whatever you need. And then it leaves you with both your attacks free. Also, when the beast hits, it gets to deal force damage instead of bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing, whatever it normally does. This is amazing action economy, and I would be telling my Beast of the Land to hit and dodge basically every turn. That is insane defense for the beast and helpful action economy for you. I think that's 10 out of 10. Then comes level 9, and then you get Bestial Fury. When you have your beast attack, it attacks twice. So it gets its own version of extra attack. Not bad. I mean, by this point, you're looking at relatively low damage, even if you're scaling your wisdom. Maybe you have a 20 in wisdom. Maybe you're a shillelagh-based, melee ranger. But you're still only going to be seeing like a d8 plus 7 from the Beast of the Land, for example. However, with extra attack on the beast side, that suddenly becomes 2d8 plus 14. And even if you don't have a stacked wisdom modifier, it's like a d8 plus 5 twice, so 2d8 plus 10. Not bad for your bonus action. And if you have marked a target with your Hunter's Mark spell, which you might be, considering that, you're a ranger, the first time the beast hits that Hunter's Marked target, then enemy takes an extra die of force damage, the d6 from Hunter's Mark. So yeah, it actually benefits from Hunter's Mark once per turn. Not bad at all. This is really, really solid. I think that because the beast doesn't hit as hard as you probably are hitting, you probably have a magical bow or sword or staff by this point. You know, Hunter's Mark works for you every time you hit. You might have Polearm Master or Sharpshooter if you're an archer, or Great Weapon Master, who knows. You're probably doing more damage than your beast. But the fact that it is gaining an extra attack and a benefit from Hunter's Mark with basically no extra cost to you, you're still just sacrificing one of your attacks for it to do all of this, or your bonus action if you wanted to do an extra thing. I think this is 9 out of 10. It's decent scaling. It's not crazy good, but it's decent. Finally, at level 15, you get the Share Spells feature. This says that when you cast a spell targeting yourself, you can also affect your primal companion as long as it is within 30 feet of you. Spells that target you? As a ranger, none of those come to mind. I'm sure there's some, you know, like, do some rangers have haste? I'm not actually 100% sure on that. Yeah, you can cure wounds yourself, and then that heals the beast too. I don't know. This is a weird little feature. I know there's some ranger spells that can target self that enhance your combat prowess or enhance your utility. Pass Without Trace, that's a nice one. So, I don't know. It's interesting. I think it's definitely worth 9 out of 10 because it doesn't take anything from you that you weren't already using. If you're using your magic to enhance yourself, which you probably are because you are likely to be pumping your wisdom up for the beast, then you just automatically get to enhance your beast as well. And that's solid. That's fine. This is going to help your beast stand next to you in combat. By this point, you've got 4th level spells. You're going to get 5th level ones soon. Now, I'll say 9 out of 10 for the Share Spells feature. And that's honestly kind of how this whole subclass feels. It's not overpowered, but it's good. Bonus action or sacrifice one of your attacks, and your beast gets to do all sorts of cool stuff. You yourself don't get any super buffs here. You as a ranger are just the base ranger, but if you think of your beast as a summon, then you're getting an awesome summoning spell that doesn't require concentration. In fact, for my money, summoning beast, the spell Summon Beast is a great thing for a beastmaster to take, because then they get to have 2 beasts on the ground at the same time. Summon Beast doesn't require any action economy to control. This beast requires a bonus action or one of your attacks. There's just so much you can do here. You can put bodies on the board. Anything that attacks your beast isn't attacking you or your allies. That makes you actually a decent ranger tank. And, I mean, your beast does a lot of the tanking for you. But, yeah, overall, I think this thing is a 9 out of 10. Not broken, not overpowered, just good, solid action economy value. Lots to do here, and yeah, I can't complain. This is a great subclass, very thematic, and very fun. 9 out of 10. This has been the Relaxed Fantasy Review. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe down below. Have a look for the join button down there, and keep your eyes peeled for more subclass reviews coming down the line soon. Have a good one, my friends.